All right, bang, bang. It's the rundown. It's Wednesday. It's October 27th. Barstool, Chicago, our second rundown. How's Carl? How are you feeling
I'm
today?
feeling well. That was a little loud on the intro. I thought I saw Chief react there.
Super loud. My eardrums got blown out.
Yeah.
So
Big bang bang from Eddie.
I was excited. Do we got a level issue?
you got a volume issues.
Here we go. Rundown's good, Ed. We had some great roundtable about Squid Game on Redline Radio just now in the studio. I think the vibes are high.
Yep. Today's rundown is brought to you by Movement. Okay, it's a tiny company that started in a tiny apartment in Southern California. Two college dropouts teamed up to create a watch company that broke all the rules with fair prices, unexpected colors, and clean original designs. Movement grew into one of the fastest growing watch brands, shipping to over 160 countries across the globe. Now Movement has expanded into blue light glasses that protect your eyes from your screens, minimalist jewelry, and style essentials that don't break the bank, all designed out of their California headquarters. Movement watches, you guys big fans?
Huge. Oh, yeah, biggest.
Big fans of Movement watches. They got unbeatable prices. Movement watches have the look and the quality of a $400 to $500 watch that you're paying for a department store, but that you're paying for at a department store, but a cost at a fraction of the price because they were built online and owned their process from start to finish. You get a beautiful watch shipped right to your door for free, and if you don't love it, you can ship it right back for free. Also, blue light glasses. We should probably all have.
I'm very interested in that. Yeah. So I don't currently have a pair. If Movement's watching, I would love a pair.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So if you want to elevate your look with style that doesn't break the bank, then join Movement and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/rundown. Again, that's mvmt.com/rundown. All right, first topic of the day. We have the Raiders-Washington football team saga. Mark Davis spoke today. Did you guys see that? And he wants to know exactly, he wants a report of what Goodell discovered about the Washington football team. Carl, we'll start with you.
You know, email reviews are tough. I used to be a forensic accountant in my previous life, and we'd spend a lot of time doing email reviews, and it sounds like this investigation is one of those where you just kind of like came across a bunch of these, like it probably started as like, I'm going to flag this one because this is John Gruden saying something offensive, and then at the end of the day you end up with a pile of like 1,000 John Gruden offensive emails. You got to do something about it. The NFL is obviously playing this to their advantage to do, you know, manipulate their agenda. And I know Chief's like a huge agenda guy. Like you probably smell and see it all over the place.
Yeah. To have an investigation about the Washington football team and the only changes made are to the Raiders, that seems like they probably should have uncovered something else besides the John Gruden email in this thorough investigation. So I don't know what Goodell has out for John Gruden, but clearly there's an axe to grind there.
Do you ever at any point feel bad for Goodell?
Yeah, slightly, because he is so alone and nobody likes him, and he's just like, literally like, nobody likes this guy.
Is he a top 10 patsy in like American history?
Oh, see, I don't know. I kind of feel like he enjoys that power. He's paid a shit ton of money. He's also, no one feels this way about the other commissioners for the most part. Like he is the top dog of most hated commissioners. Like Bettman gets booed, but David Stern never had these problems. Paul Tagliabue.
Oh, David Stern had these problems.
People hated David Stern.
To the degree of this, I feel like David Stern gets a lot of credit for like building the NBA into what it has become.
I think David Stern was like dirtier. Goodell's like too dorky to be as dirty. Like he's still dirty, but he has like where Stern to me was manipulative, like evil. He was like an evil villain.
See, I think Goodell's more evil than Stern. I think Stern was basically like he would fix things to get like TV ratings. I think Goodell he's a fixer. Like he makes things go away.
He just works for the owners. He's like a little bitch. He's not a mastermind. Stern's a mastermind.
I don't think which owner is he answering to then? It's clearly not Mark Davis.
Regardless, the whole thing stinks. It stinks, and not stinks in like a White Sox Dave. Everything sucks. Everything stinks. It stinks. Is there something fishy going on, Dave?
Yeah, I think there is.
How do you not find anything on this team?
And how old are the emails again?
I don't know. There was like 650,000.
Yeah. Well, this was related to like the cheerleaders thing.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Like they had. There seems like there would probably.
I mean, the cheerleaders came out. So there was the tweet I saw from. It was a woman who was the representative of like I think it was 40 total cheerleaders, and Goodell was like flat out lying to the media, saying this, saying that, and the attorney is like, this is absolutely like everything he's saying to you is like a lie. He's lying to your face right now. If you can look it up at like you have the computer, but yeah, he's it's business first and everything else second for him, and I don't know.
We'll see what happens. I highly doubt they release a report, but that's what Mark Davis is asking for, and I think he's within his rights to ask for that. He had to
I would agree.
chop his guy off, and I think whoa, you found stuff on my guy. What's going on with them? So I think he's within his rights.
It's a pure iceberg. We are only seeing a very small piece of what is lurking beneath the surface here.
Correct. World Series Game 1 recap. White Sox Dave, we'll start with you.
It's boring. Charlie Morton, Carl had an awful beat yesterday. He had plus, what was it, 332 for Charlie Morton to record a win, and he is just absolutely dealing. Up 5-zip. Fourth inning, gets drilled by a comebacker, fractures his leg, out for the postseason. Carl, you lost your bet.
Yeah, he broke it in the third, but he still threw 10 more pitches after that.
Right.
10 good fucking pitches, which is a good story. The World Series should effectively go to 7 games. And I don't think either team's better than the other. I think you just have like 2 hot teams right now. Both have thin starting pitching. Certainly, though, I think the Braves have surprised everybody. Would you be surprised?
They were
I think they have the best record
in a
since June
shitty
1st.
In a shitty division. Granted, Acuna's been hurt. Soroka's been hurt. Like they got gutted with injuries a little bit too, but like nobody on the planet thought they were going to win the World Series this year. Other than, I mean, Jock Peterson had a really sweet Players Tribune article that I checked out. He's like, why not us? We could be those motherfuckers. And I don't know. They're a talented team, man. They're a talented team. They're fun to watch too. But I don't think anybody thought that it was this year they were going to win the World Series. Maybe with this core, sure. But 1-0. I think the play is tonight Houston, though. I think Houston, I mean, they're a bunch of motherfuckers, as everybody knows. And
as you know, specifically.
That's true.
Yeah, they beat
that is
you.
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to win 2 games, 2 in a row in the World Series and all that
on
bullshit.
the road.
Are you a big World Series? Like, do you care more about the World Series or the NBA Finals?
It's a good question. It's all based on who's there.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you, it's all based on who's there. I don't have a ton of interest in this World Series.
I like the division series the best. That's what I've decided.
Yeah, I feel like baseball it's better earlier. The playoffs are better earlier. I don't know.
agree with
Do you guys feel the same way about hockey?
I definitely feel that. I feel like I get a little like pittered out with hockey and with baseball as it goes along. Like there's so much hype and everything's so intense,
Right.
and then you just get like I'm exhausted of this because I've been so locked in. You need a little break, and then I come back for. I never take a day off of hockey because I just love hockey, but I'll like skip like many games of the championship series.
Yeah, it's all about. I'm a big fresh storyline guy, so you get that Bucks one last year, you get that Toronto one from a couple. That was awesome too.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to watch the Giants win their 3rd one in however many years.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch LeBron or fucking the Warriors win again. So
What about Dusty Baker going for his first year? Huge Dusty Baker guy.
I do have a soft spot for Dusty. Like honestly,
I think everybody kind of does.
and I know like that might be wrong, but that's my one thing where if like the Astros did win, I'd be happy he got one.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer if he wins, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think he's a Hall of Famer. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'd say regardless.
He's
probably a Hall
managing
of
since
Famer.
1994.
He's
Great.
been in the game since.
He invented the high five.
What was it, like 19? Remember we looked those stats up?
Something like
72
that,
or
It was
yeah.
like
Yeah.
1966.
Yeah.
That
It's
early,
crazy.
yeah.
Guy's been
Shit.
cashing paychecks from Major League
crazy.
Baseball
So-
for like 55 fucking years.
I remember I was about to say this a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about it. I'm sure it was in reference to the White Sox Astros ALTS, but in Jose Canseco's autobiography, Juiced, he said that Dusty Baker was the biggest ladies' man that he ever came across in baseball. And it made sense because then his kid in the World Series with the Giants was crossing home plate, the little bat boy, and he was already like 60 years old.
Now does that
And he had
make
like a
you?
4-year-old kid.
Does that make you want to get a toothpick and some glasses?
JT Snow.
There's JT Snow. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Big brain chief.
Would you be a ladies' man if you had a huge hog?
If I
you
had
have
a
a
huge
huge
hog,
hog?
yeah.
Yeah, like if you had a Dusty hog.
If I had a hog as big as Dusty's, yes, I'm sure I would be. But I hate toothpicks. Toothpicks taste like shit. Not shit. I just don't like the taste and texture of them.
I'm a big like chew on like I like a bar straw.
Yeah,
cocktail
that's
straw.
different though.
I'm a big fan of that.
The texture of the wood, it doesn't. I don't like it.
Well, it depends on the cut of meat you have. Sometimes you
That's
like it.
it.
Like sometimes it
That's
needs.
it.
If I have a little skirt steak, a little flank steak, something that's lingering around in there.
Yeah.
Are you big? What about the Wonder Bread that's the tie on? Do you chew on that, Dave?
No.
Okay.
I get rid of those.
Bottle
Those-
caps.
Those are sales ploy. They do not help keep bread fresh.
Okay.
All I got to do is to spin and tuck.
Okay. Next topic. Boston medical head surgeon goes to eat in his car and falls asleep while he's about to perform an ankle surgery. Chief, we'll start with you.
I've had ankle surgery. I had a botched ankle surgery, actually. So, yeah, it's a big problem. I don't know anything about this story other than what you just said. So he fell asleep in his car and then went in to do it?
No, he was like scheduled to go to the surgery.
Oh.
And then instead of doing the surgery, he went to go eat in his car and he fell asleep.
Okay, then you get your next one for free then. What's the problem?
It was like an emergency
Oh,
scenario.
you said it was an ankle
tough.
surgery. It sounds
Well,
like an
like-
orthopedic thing.
Well, it was like,
Is it life-threatening?
I don't know if it was life
Did he
threatening.
get
It
his
doesn't say
ankle
Can you
that.
give us some
amputated?
goddamn
Yeah.
It doesn't
details?
say that. What do you want me to say?
Well, I think everybody knows how critical sleep deprivation's become, and it's pervasive within the
Yes.
healthcare industry, particularly for our frontline providers. And this is just another classic example of when one of our guys is stuck. He's trying to have a fucking sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, probably. What do you like, ham sandwich?
I like a ham and cheese sandwich.
Would
yeah.
you rather have a ham sandwich or a salad?
You know, I was just talking to Dave about this. I went to Whole Foods yesterday. Roast beef. I'm back. I'm on a roast beef kick.
I love roast beef.
It's
Comes and goes.
Yeah,
But I don't get it because I'll get a pound of it from the deli and it'll be gone in a day. Because I'll just keep going back to the fridge and eat a slice or two.
and I don't even make sandwiches out of it.
No,
I don't
just
even know
eat it
how.
straight out of the fridge,
Just
out the plastic-
one piece at a
plastic bag,
time.
yeah.
But that if I'm picking a cold cut, it's that.
Do you nap?
Depends when.
I've been napping a little bit more
Sundays.
this year. This is one of my heaviest nap years going back to like college, I'd say.
And I've also like done the. I used to have like a very blue collar job when I was like 19, 20 years old. I would definitely do like, oh, it's my half-hour lunch break. I'm just gonna nap
Close
in the
your
car.
eyes.
Nap. I'm a big nap
Little
in the car
siesta.
at work. Yeah, and then sometimes it bites you. You're like, oh, I end up being out for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm very
Missed the
pro.
surgery.
Yeah, missed the surgery.
You got fined $5,000, by the way. That seems a little low.
Well, is it low?
Now
And I know, like
it
Carl
depends
said,
on
I
the
know it's a big
circumstance.
problem.
So we do need more details into like how badly the surgery is needed. I'm assuming since it was ankle surgery that it was like
an emergency ankle surgery. That's what the article says.
Okay.
So he gets fined $5,000 for missing the surgery. If you're the patient, you miss the surgery, you don't get. It's $250,000. Those hospitals.
Yeah.
Give me the Medicare rates. This
Yeah.
is
I think the
bullshit.
bigger question is why is this like is this some national news story? This is the first I've heard of it, but like is it making the rounds? Because I don't think it's that big of a deal to like, oh my god, this guy fell asleep in his car. It's like maybe he was out.
Are you criticizing the writing
And
behind the rundown, Dave? You think there's
No, I'm not saying the writing behind the rundown.
You're
I'm saying,
are you
like,
criticizing the editor in chief, Coley Mick, who blogged the story?
I mean, I would have to read the story.
I would say, if I was that patient and I've had the ankle surgeries, I'd rather have the doctor fall asleep than do it tired.
Yeah,
Let's run it back tomorrow. How much? What kind of emergency are we talking about here? It's an ankle.
ankle. Yeah,
It's an ankle. It's not like a heart.
I mean, the
it's not
spine.
organ. Yeah,
You're right though. The sleeping situation.
It's a
for these
serious
doctors
thing.
Yeah.
is a big problem.
Well, and they always have those rooms too at hospitals. There are people that just sleep. They just sleep there. They have 24-hour shifts, so they just take like 2 hours and they have
Yeah.
like a room. Here's a cot. Go sleep.
Not great.
It's not great.
Ed, what's the longest you've ever gone without sleeping?
I don't think I've gone a full 24.
Oh, yeah, you definitely have.
Of course you have at some point. I'm sure.
I don't know, dude.
Like got home at 7 in the morning. I've done that plenty. I'd say like 27. I'd say I've gotten home and like fallen asleep at 10 a.m. from the night before, and it sucks.
Yeah. Sleep deprivation is not
Have you?
good.
You get to a
Generally
point where
not
you're
good.
so tired that you can't sleep. If that makes
Do
sense.
you know that Ed forced sleep deprivation on me today?
I didn't know that. Oh, you did, and he
did.
tried
I
to
did
get out
not.
of even
Yeah,
doing
then
the
he
Squid
tried
Game
to-
talk.
Yeah,
I did not.
you did.
That's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Dave, how do you like to shave your balls?
I mean, I use Manscaped personally. I don't know what you schmucks use, but you're a bunch of disgusting heathens. But I personally use Manscaped, and there's no other way to go.
Dave, when you're playing with balls, do you like them to be hairy or smooth? Like, say,
No, smooth. Hair's disgusting. Are you
Mike
kidding me?
Kelly comes over.
It's disgusting. Hair's disgusting.
It's
Hair
football
belongs
season.
on your face or head, and that is it.
It's football season. You know what that means. It means that we're going for 2 here with the sponsors of today's show. Manscaped, blitzing through hairs has never been easier, and it's time you join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by using code RUNDOWN at manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping. We talk about Manscaped all the time. The lawnmower 4.0,
The little flashlight on there.
like the flashlight,
Very helpful.
Waterproof.
it's a good
LED.
feature. It's very key. Precision. I know that's big with Manscaped.
Big time.
Right? Nose hair trimmers. They got a crop preserver. It's ball deodorant.
The
I
nose
know
hair
Carl
trimmer.
is very anti-ball cheese.
Yeah, because I mean, sometimes when you just like if you go to take a dump and you put your boxers down and like the cheese catches your like the force of you pulling your boxers down
that
and like
waft.
the wind catches the waft as you sit into the cheese.
Yep.
That's a
Gross.
very bad situation. That's why I like Manscaped toner, keep it tight, fresh, clean.
You don't want it. Get 20% off and free shipping with code RUNDOWN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code RUNDOWN. Stiff arm your pubes out of the playoffs this year with Manscaped.
Those nose hair trimmers don't get talked about enough.
They
Is that's like probably maybe the most embarrassing hair or top
Oh,
5.
yeah.
And then
Nose or ear.
your only other option is the tweezers, and that just leaves everybody crying. So
That hurts like
Get on
You're a
those.
psychopath if you
yeah,
It's up there.
yep.
Buzz Lightyear movie. Carl, did you see the trailer? What'd you think?
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer, but I saw Chris Evans is playing Buzz Lightyear, and I enjoy the fact that we've passed the baton from Buzz, and that's a good thing to me. Like
Really?
because Tom and Tim doing it is important, but the next generation, and I think Toy Story should live. I think we should have more stories off of it. And Chris Evans, to be honest with you, is literally the perfect candidate.
Is he still called Buzz Lightyear, or is this like Biz Lightyear?
Is he the perfect candidate?
Dude, handsome.
He looks kind of like
Everybody
does
assumes
kinda
he's a
look like him.
superhero. You know, I mean, he is fucking Captain America.
Yeah, he's Guardian of the Galaxy, right?
No, what's the Snowpiercer's a good movie too. Netflix, check that one out. You'll enjoy that. Did I say that wrong?
But I liked that Tom Allen when they chose him. He was already like a distinguished...
Allen?
Tim Allen, yeah.
Tim Allen.
Tom Hanks. Tim Allen.
Yeah.
You think Chris
Mix it
Evans
up.
isn't?
Well,
I
he
don't
is,
think-
but like he's a little younger cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, give me like a 50, 60-year-old kind of guy. Like,
But
that's
how old
what-
was Tim Allen when he got the job?
You
It
were-
was
you were about to say
94.
Tom.
I bet he was probably in his mid 40s.
Yeah, maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot
96. He's gonna
Yeah,
be
he's like-
43 years old.
here. Oh, okay. So I'm
Is he?
wrong.
Hold
Well,
on.
he's 68.
How old is Tom?
God damn.
Tim.
Tim Allen.
He's 68.
Tom Allen is the coach of the Indiana Hoosiers.
1% of the people watching this rundown get the inside joke between Tim and Tom Allen. We thank you guys for listening to Redline Radio.
No, they probably do. Anyways, what do you think, Dave? You looked like you had a facial expression that you didn't like it.
I love those. I mean, who doesn't love those movies? Every one of them is just a home run. It's one of the rare. What is there? 4 now? Total.
Toy Stories, yeah.
It's one of the where there's like sequels and multiple movies after where they just stay consistently incredible, let alone good. And I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. At the same time, whoever the writers are and directors and casting agents and anything and everything in between, they deserve the benefit of the doubt to pick the right casts and the right voices. And I'm sure it'll be a home run too.
You cried in the third one, right?
It's the closest I've ever come to crying in a movie. I've never cried in a movie, but that was the closest I've ever come. I was like choking up a little.
I've never seen it.
Maybe it's
It
more
is
so.
fucking. It might be the best one, which is
Maybe-
crazy to say.
Carl, maybe it's more so that he like reversed his role as an actor. Like he became the dad. He was the dad in Home Improvement, the dad in like Jungle to Jungle and shit. I don't think Evans is there yet, right?
No, it was
You know
cool
what
to
I mean?
see Tim Allen come in and be like, hey, I'm going to be this character. And then
Yes.
obviously you're alongside Tom Hanks, who at the time Toy Story came out. I mean, that's about as high as anybody to go voice something. So I guess, though, for this to really like work out for me, I feel like we have to accept the fact that other people can play different roles. Like if we're going to say that there can be multiple versions of James Bond, who the fuck am I
I
to
knew
say
that
there
was
can't
going
be
to come up,
multiple
but that's
versions of Buzz
historically
Lightyear?
how they've done it with
But
James
part
Bond.
of the reason they changed to James Bond is because the guy gets old.
Correct.
So like the voice, like
Correct.
Tim Allen still has his voice. He can do that seemingly forever.
Correct.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the buzz in him anymore.
Would you be mad if they changed the voice to like Bart Simpson? If they just
That'd be difficult. to
Homer
swallow.
changed a couple times throughout the
Did
course
he?
of The Simpsons. Yeah,
was that on purpose or was that because someone died?
I'm not positive on the
Are you
reasoning.
sure of that?
Yeah, I think they
I'm-
changed the way he was drawn. I don't know if
Yeah.
they changed his voice.
I think
Well, the animation improved definitely, but I'm pretty sure Matt Groening was the original
Homer voice.
Homer, and then that changed. We can confirm Ed's doing.
I think it's only
Stat
like
Boy
5
fact check.
people who do all the voices.
In most cartoons, that's how it goes.
Yeah, well,
Hank
like
Azaria.
Hank Azaria does like.
Or no, that's who I was thinking of. Hank Azaria.
Well, he's done like many characters.
Wasn't Bart Simpson a girl for a while?
No. What?
Bart Simpson is voiced by a woman.
Oh,
So
I thought you
what-
meant the
okay.
character. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking?
Yeah,
I
he's
thought you were
voiced by
talking
Dan
Castellaneta.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So he has changed, right?
I can't find it right now.
Chris
Regardless-
Evans was in Fantastic Four. He's been in all the Marvel stuff. This will be a nice transition for Buzz Lightyear.
Regardless, the trailer did nothing for me either. I saw that Jeff liked the direction they're taking it in. I don't know. It was just not the same Buzz vibe. Who was like kind of takes things too serious. I don't know. I didn't. The trailer did nothing for me, surprisingly. And I'm a guy who loves sequels and can't get enough of characters.
Yeah.
I like
Even
watching
Toy
them on
Story?
forever.
What would
Do
you?
you
Yeah.
fuck with the animated stuff?
I like Toy Story.
Have you seen all the Toy Stories?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Okay.
I've seen
Yeah.
4 actually.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Would you go to the theater, or is it more of a convenience thing?
That's a tough theater movie.
Why?
It is.
Why is that?
Hey, go alone to watch Toy Story.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Uh,
And
take a-
Ed's a
yeah.
solo. You fly. You like to. I like to fly
Yeah.
solo. You do.
I do.
I used to like doing that when I would be on the road for work trips,
Yeah.
but as opposed to like getting drinks with like
I
your
wish we could
coworkers.
see more movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just I don't like the superhero movies, so I feel like I'm out on movies.
Come on,
I don't.
Chief.
It's just not my thing.
Have you ever watched them though?
Are you
I like.
considering Lightyear a superhero movie?
Well, he just rattled off a bunch of Chris Evans, and I feel like the only movies that are like blockbusters in the theaters now are those is that
They
genre.
make the money for sure.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy of those movies at all, but I've never I shouldn't say never, but anytime I watch one like Guardians of the Galaxy, you're just like, wow, that was a great movie.
See, yeah,
Even
I-
if
yeah.
you're not into that specific
I like the Batmans.
Yeah. I mean you'd have the same reaction. I mean Dark Knight can't beat the Dark Knight, but
Yeah.
All right. Next one, Jeff Bezos wants to turn the palm of your hand into a ticket to get into games and concerts. Chief, we'll let you pick it up here.
Pass.
pass.
I'm not doing that. I don't want my palm.
You don't want that.
I mean, if
I'm
someone
out.
wants to read my palm, then you could just do it the old fake way, which is they're telling you your
There's
fortune.
one down the street.
Yeah.
I want to get her on dog walk.
Why you been doing dirty stuff on with your palm?
What do you mean dirty stuff?
I don't know.
Use
What
your
dirty-
imagination.
Well, no. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Yeah, like do I jerk off with my palm? Is that what you're getting at, Dave?
I wasn't getting at anything. Ed was.
It's more like holding a golf club.
Yeah.
You don't want
Yeah.
it too deep in your hand. You want it more in the fingers.
What do you? So you're both out on this?
I don't. No,
what
thank
is?
you.
What do you need?
What
about
does Bezos need my fucking fingerprints for?
Yeah,
I'll
is
go
my
deliver
phone
my
enough?
shit that I impulse buy on Amazon.
You already know my entire search history. You already know what I'm thinking. You're listening to every conversation. Now you need my palm too. I think this thing is enough.
Yeah, but the old pulling it up on your email and it won't download.
Put it to your Apple Wallet, Ed.
Yeah, this is like
People aren't there yet. Though. The olds are not there yet. It makes the line worse. It's tough. I'm just arguing here. Do you got anything?
Yeah, no, I just think it's unfortunate
you
that
think the
he's
olds-
like this. Like, why can't we have cool people be in charge of where humanity needs to go? Because it's all these like rich, isolated, fucking weird people that are building stuff. Like, it would just be nice if there was someone who was just like really cool and solid, and they were in charge. So instead of being like, "Hey, we're gonna improve the going to sporting event experience," as opposed to putting it in my hand. Now, the fact that Bezos is putting it in my hand tells me that this is gonna be like the first big step towards. You're gonna love this shit, Chief. The human body technology integration stuff that's going on.
pass.
Right?
Pass.
Where they're going to be like putting computers in our eyeballs and like microchipping
What's
us.
that- what's
so
that
what's
movie?
the easiest way to do it is
Minority
like,
Report?
oh, we'll put the Bears tickets on your palm. So guys like, yeah, sure, I'll get in on that. I that's convenient. That's easy.
No,
it's,
thank
It's
you.
a fucking step to get guys like us to get in on this.
I would be more inclined to get in on it if they just went back to tickets. Like I used to love having a
I used
ticket.
to save my ticket stubs.
Yeah.
You like a lanyard. That's why you like a ticket, because you need something to do with your fucking lanyard.
Lanyards are very convenient. They're very convenient.
Yeah. Well,
But maybe not as convenient.
I mean,
as
Ed,
this
what do
is
you,
like one of those. Remember when they said Amazon was going to figure out a way to let people come into your house and put your package inside, and like
Pass.
everyone freaked out about that. Do you remember that? Where it was
Yeah.
like a camera thing and the Amazon workers were able to go in your house. That never happened. This is another thing that I think is like
We were
still
talking about
so
Squid Game?
unless it's 10 years from now.
What if
don't know, Ed.
Amazon workers were the pink guys in Squid Game?
I don't
What
know,
are you
man.
pointing at your head for there?
Because Bezos is like the dude with the Darth Vader mask,
I guess
and
so.
they're his
Okay.
little fucking his
Dave,
minions.
you think you're onto something with that?
I might. It might be.
The workers hate him, though.
He thinks he's onto something. Last topic here. DK Metcalf got blown off. He asked a girl to come over. He said, "Oh, it's too late." And then he hit her back up and was like, "Hey, I wanted to have a foursome. Sorry, I didn't answer," or whatever. So, Dave, what do you think about that getting blown up online?
It's a tough scene, but it's an occupational hazard at the same time. It is what it is. He just was looking to get his willy wet. Mm-hmm. And with multiple people, I don't know if that means 3 other women or maybe a devil's foursome of some sort. But is he single? Is he committing a crime? Not that I'm aware of, so have at it, Tom.
I bet you this is going to grease the skids for him to get exactly what he wants. This story out in the news, I bet you his DMs are flooded with people who want to have foursomes with him.
Good.
That's good for DK.
Good for DK.
Good for DK.
I think it's important that every guy experience a little bit of failure and rejection. So I don't, if I see this guy fumble or something, and I do feel compassion and stuff when you fail at your job and everything. But this is something where I'm like, see, we're all the same. Even DK Metcalf, you're sending those texts, she's not texting you back. It's a hard world out there if you're trying to get laid for guys and girls. Mm-hmm. So it's good that it's good for my position. I enjoy the fact knowing that, this guy's.
Do you think he's greedy?
With banging chicks?
Yeah, 3 at a time.
I thought foursome. I instantly thought that was a 2-on-2 thing. 2 dudes, 2 chicks. He's got like a buddy from home or something.
I don't know. Magic Johnson used to say he used to have 6 women at a time, and it was their fantasy.
How could you even?
Well, he could share the rock.
That's true.
He knew how to pay attention. A little clit here, a little touch there.
Great court vision, that's for sure.
But
6 women,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot of women to please.
Can you?
I don't even logistically.
Satisfying one
is
so hard.
Pass.
I'm out.
Don't discount that tongue, young David.
You said cunt.
Tongue, yeah. Dave.
What about the tongue?
You just know what you're doing.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm saying 6 women. I only got so many appendages, Ed.
Yeah, I know. I know. All right.
That just doesn't sound fun, I don't think.
Good for DK.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's all right.
I think he's probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After show, anything?
Squid Game.
Squid Game.
I'm still I'm so tired and I'm still kind of mad.
Backstory, Ed, fill him in.
Yeah.
Backstory. Dave and I shared a moment yesterday.
We really did share a moment.
We usually disagree on things. We both love the Squid Game. Mm-hmm. I know we're like a month and a half late to the party. Carl had 2 episodes left. Chief had not seen it yet. And we challenged Chief to watch it all in one night. He said he could do it. We said he couldn't, and he did it. So
especially Chief, if you don't know him well, he isn't a late night guy.
And there is more backstory here. Is that we asked Chief to do it because we were like recording it. We're like, oh, maybe we'll talk about Squid Game on the show. Yeah. So Chief's like, I'll do it. So we talk about it on the show. He does it. Then we get into the show, and it's like, maybe we'll talk about Squid Game next week. And I thought there was going to be a moment there where you were going to get mad.
That table in there weighs like 5,000 pounds. Our desk in the Red Line studio. I was going to tip it over because I was like, there's no way. I stayed up past midnight, late for me, and started watching it again at 5:30 in the morning. And now we're just knocking it. Like a text would have been nice if you were thinking that last night. But yeah.
No, I wasn't thinking that last night. I was thinking it in the moment.
Once we got going.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Because we wanted to go deep on Squid Game.
Yeah.
Dave had a lot of these deep theories.
I didn't have any deep theories. It's like I love getting deep into theories on.
You love going deep.
Anything on the planet, especially TV and movies. This, and I said it on Redline Radio, it just entertained the absolute fuck out of me, and it was as simple as that. As simple as that, I just could not have been more entertained watching anything. Even though there was plenty to complain about, including the ending, I was just one episode after the other, bang, 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 and I was hooked on the edge of my seat. It was great. I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. It's the best thing I've watched in years.
Would you play in a Squid Game if the winner got a contract to play a 162-game season for the White Sox?
And it's death?
Wow.
White Sox Dave. Catching for the White Sox.
Just sticking fastballs.
Thunderstruck, you come out of the dugout.
You're catching Burley. Well, not Burley, but
maybe I'd consider it.
That'd be sick.
I would consider it.
And you get like top of the line salary for that year too.
Carl said it best. We should like Barstool would be an abject failure if we don't have. It was 456. Was he the last number?
Yes.
456 people out to do Squid Games, and winner gets like unpaid internship, like the old days in Milton, and the rest of the 456 or 455 just died painful, gruesome, horrific deaths.
They have to delete their social media.
Yeah, I think that we said
You have to die online.
You have to have no internet for a year.
I love that. You just have to sit in like
I don't know
a
how
white
you
room.
enforce that, but
You got to read newspapers and stuff, like the old days,
Crazy.
that would be funny.
like actual physical newspapers.
Yeah.
Would you do Squid Game if it was just bocce leagues, Ed?
No, I think I'd be out.
Because that stinks of Pachi.
Here he goes.
I mean, just slander
Does
all
he?
day.
He's horrible. That's what Dante said.
I'd like the record on the. I'd like to put this on the record. Dante did not say that. I'd like to put this on the record. Dave slanders the fuck out of me lately, and I don't say anything back. I would like to be credited for growth.
What else have I slandered you on?
Yesterday with Whitney,
What did he say yesterday?
that I didn't.
You weren't
wanna
even on.
Yeah, I listened.
What did I say to Whitney, though?
That I didn't want to do the show with him. That I didn't want to talk to him.
He said specifically was Ed's too tired to do the interview with you.
That was.
I mean, you didn't want to do the interview.
Hey, so another thing I had to bring up with you goons. Came on one draft and just ran away with it. One of the highest percentage winners of all time and haven't even sniffed an invite back. So I know where I stand in terms of being in your head, Dave.
That has nothing to do with me. Talk to our communist dictator main host, Eddie.
Notice
Where is
who's
that
not
piece
here.
of shit?
And he's not here. He
He
said
did-
he said he was too tired. He
So
just did the Portnoy show. Didn't want to deal with Whit.
Chief texted us, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock this morning saying we got Whitney coming on at 11:45. I instantly eye rolled. But we get to the office and Ed was
But
like,
you're here
oh, it's
asking
Whitney.
me a question, interviewing
Whitney?
me.
And he's like,
Bitching.
I'll just pass on this one. He doesn't even think enough of you to sit down and have a conversation with you.
No, he's a professional pot stirrer now on the Dave Portnoy show.
That
he
is
doesn't
true.
have time to deal with me, but I can go with him too. I mean, I just prefer to have him in the room. I like Eddie. I get along well with Eddie. Get along well with all you guys.
I had work to do.
I don't think you did. I think you could have been on the interview.
Were you napping like that doctor?
I had work to do.
What'd you have to do?
I had to fucking do work. I had just finished up the Portnoy show.
I mean, you, from what my memory tells me, and my memory is as sharp as a tack, is that you specifically said you don't want to talk to Whitney because you'll know that he's about to bitch to you about not re-inviting him back onto the snake drafts recently. That's how I remember
White
it.
Sox Dave, everybody.
Slander.
Oh, that's how I remember.
Listen to the podcast I did with Gacy's lawyer.
I will vouch for Ed. I'm like 40 minutes through it. It's an hour total. I can't wait to start it again as soon as I get my car today.
Yeah, it was. I literally chased that guy down for 2 years.
He canceled on you either
Yeah.
times you went out to
Multiple
his
times.
office.
Went,
Yeah.
showed up, ready to go, like scheduled.
He's
dates.
sitting right here where I'm sitting now.
Yeah,
Maybe he broke the microphone.
it's on Barstool Chicago's YouTube. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to Dog Walk. Subscribe to Redline Radio.
It's as good a firsthand account as you can possibly get about one of the most infamous serial killers in American history.
Fucking
it is
John Wayne
wild.
Gacy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wild.
All right, that's it.
Yeah. You guys comfortable with how I'm sitting today?
Yeah, I
More,
mean,
yes.
Okay.
you started to get a little bit more wide as
Yeah,
we go,
you did.
but
You
you
did.
didn't. You
Yeah.
managed to go a show without becoming a meme. So
Okay.
thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, that's it. We'll see you guys next Wednesday.